Hello. I'm still hearing music. You all caught me checking my due. Welcome to today's transmission. It's wonderful to have you here today. I was just looking at the YouTube chat, and we have over 800 people. And I'm going to mute myself on YouTube. All right. So we have over 800 RSVPs for this live stream from all over the world. So please go ahead and introduce yourselves in the chat, as I see you're already doing. Let us know where you're tuning in from today. Our transmission today is called You Are the Key. It's taking place on an interesting day, as later we will have a solar eclipse. Many of you have probably been feeling the energies intensify lately, as we've been in the eclipse portal for the last 2 weeks. Solar eclipses signify new beginnings. So this is an auspicious day to gather, to embrace new beginnings in our lives, and to feel into the power each of us has to be in shaping the humanity's future. Next week, we'll continue this momentum of empowerment with our Foundations course. So we hope you'll consider joining us. And our next free session for Foundations, it's an informational session with me and the ambassadors, will be on Monday, October 7th, the day before we begin. You can find the option to RSVP for our upcoming events under the free events section of the Foundations landing page. And of course, you can also sign up for Foundations there as well. In the meantime, I'm looking forward to hearing what Elohim have to share on today's topic, You Are the Key. And I know you are too. So I'll hand this over to Asil. Before we begin our transmission, he'll say a few words, and then off we go.
Hello, good morning, welcome. Happy solar eclipse. As I close my eyes, I tune into everyone that has tuned in. And I feel many of you. I see some of your faces, some of your homes, and I feel your hearts. When we enter this human experience, this human life, we enter a world that is busy, that is consistently moving at a fast pace. And for much of our life, we try to catch up. We are educated in the ways of society, in the ways of living the human life, and we start running alongside everyone that is running as well. And this consistent churn, this consistent busyness, this consistent grind that we're in is becoming life itself. Itself becomes the meaning of life, being busy, being outwardly focused, being creating, being interacting. Yet, more than that experience being the center of the human experience, it is merely opportunities to learn, to evolve, and to self-realize. Every interaction, every relationship we have, every little moment, even if it is just pausing on the way to work and looking at a particular leaf that's on the floor and having a certain feeling or sensation is, believe it or not, a key moment for you, but also for the entire human consciousness collective. Consciousness is not biased by societal achievements, a status, a fame, money, the roles that we play in society do not matter on a consciousness level. On a consciousness level, what matters is the depth and the presence of the experience, is the wealth of the realization that is emergent in that moment. Therefore, anyone could have a powerful realization that fuels their soul's journey and that fuels humanity's collective journey as a consciousness. In this busy life that we enter into, in this consistent going, running, achieving objectives, commitments, obligations, and have tos and must dos and should dos, we forget the centerpiece of life itself, that true yearning of the soul to realize itself, to realize what it means to be alive, to realize what it means to live the human experience. The mind becomes the number one driving force of life. It moves us. Very often, emotions are expressed to the degree that is acceptable by society, to the degree that we have been trained and conditioned to feel and not feel. So the heart follows the mind, the body follows the heart and the mind, until the body starts to break down and says, well, I can no longer deliver what you're asking me to do. We will have to take a break. And these breaks become longer and longer until the aging process becomes the prevalent aspect and experience of life. And we end up in a place where we may feel incomplete, where we may feel unfulfilled, or having somehow missed the purpose of life. Every experience in the human form matters. Even the experiences we have coming into a busy societal construct and trying to make it in that societal construct, trying to be afloat and trying to make a difference or somehow feel a deep meaning to what we do in life. And somehow that yearning to complete something inside of us rarely gets addressed until often a shock moment or a big change or transformation is induced by reality. Sometimes it is sickness. Sometimes it is loss. Sometimes it is a major change that is induced by the world around us. A global change, a societal change, an environmental change that sets the priorities by which we used to live life upside down. No longer are the priorities we were conditioned to believe the true priorities of life. That may create a sense of confusion. Yet, something new emerges from that state of confusion. Maybe we start to hear that voice from within the call from within, our soul's yearning to know itself, to discover itself while being alive in human form. Not just going through the many cycles of life, many incarnations of having accumulated experiences that now have to be processed once we have died. The soul requests the processing of these experiences of the past so that every moment of processing delivers a realization, an important learning, a puzzle piece that just adds to the bigger picture of the meaning of life. And as we find each of these puzzle pieces, as we have one realization after another realization, we start to enter, we start to feel these states of expanded consciousness. A new door opens of awareness, a new door opens of emotion, of perspective. Even new doors open of vitality, of life force, of health and well being. Therefore, each of these realizations that we touch upon truly make a difference in our life. Yet, how does our exploration in human form make a difference in all of humanity's experience? How do we contribute in a bigger way to the collective? Truly, many of you have chosen to be in service to humanity in whichever way that service looks like. And many of you are contributing by living your lives in alignment with purpose, in alignment with a greater calling, in alignment with service. Yet, more than the expression and the direct application of your gifts to humanity, even just in this very moment of silence within, in that very moment of each realization emergent within you, you are contributing to the collective. The collective learns, the collective evolves. And it evolves in multiple layers. On a soul, on a consciousness level, the collective receives from your learnings. On an emotional level, as your heart opens, as you find deeper states of love, deeper states of compassion, the ones around you that you're directly relating to, receive that benefit as well. As your mind opens, as your perspective shifts, as you can hold many more different perspectives at once, as you can see without judgment, without attachment, as you share, someone else may also receive an opening, a perspective shift from your perspective shift. As you start to heal, as you start to physically align, as you find greater well being within yourself, despite what you believed to be true, what you have been told to be true, your physical evolution inspires others to truly believe in themselves and to truly take care of this physical vessel in the best possible ways. in a way that truly fuels this temple of theirs for this lifetime. As you can see, your evolution, your choice to grow and evolve as an individual soul in human form fuels on the emotional, on the mental, on the physical, and most importantly, on the energetic and spiritual levels. All parts of you contribute to your evolution, all parts of you contribute to the evolution of humanity. And you may ask yourself, how come I've been doing this work for so long and still humanity is so challenged? Where is that evolution that is touching everyone? Where is that consciousness growth that we are bound to see? And some cycles are not immediately completed, they require the completion. Some cycles require us to be witness, to change. Just as some of the changes in your life, just as some of the choices you have made in your transformation were not overnight, yet over a period of choices, moment to moment, choosing differently, choosing a deeper sense of presence, maybe a different perspective, maybe choosing an open heart, maybe choosing less attachment, maybe choosing less opinion. Over time, you transform. And over time, your transformation becomes truly viscerally felt and lived and seen. And maybe over time, you can look back to the version of you a year ago, 2, 3, 5, 10, 20, 30 years ago. And you recognize the person that you are today is the person that you have become as a result of these individualized choices in these particular moments. And now is a moment like that. This is not merely a transmission of wisdom, of information, of validation. It is a moment of transformation. It is a moment in which we collectively, together as a community, tap into a greater state of expansion. In those states of expansion, realizations emerge, either conscious or unconscious. Some realizations lie beneath our comprehension. The sense of peace you feel is that place where the mind, the heart, the body have found a moment of quiet. In that moment of quiet, we witness how and where does the energy move and where does the energy not move. In these quiet moments, some of the things that are emergent are the realizations that are ready to emerge, the realizations ready to complete cycles of the past, cycles of lifetimes even. And as we complete cycles, we complete them not just for ourselves, but for everyone. For our past generations, for our current, and for our future generations. It goes in all directions, beyond space and time. A realization has a ripple effect, not just the way you would see it on a flat surface of a lake, but really like a sphere that goes in all directions. And you are the epicenter of that ripple effect. The ripples that are caused from your evolution, from your realization process, touch upon others in their awakening process, maybe set off other ripple effects. And together we create waves. Together we create the waves of change, the waves of transformation within other individuals, within the collective. If we cannot find peace within ourselves, how can we seek peace outside? If we cannot find quiet presence and love within ourselves, how can we seek that outside? Therefore, this practice is really a simplified journey to removing everything, to converting, transforming, transmuting everything that is not true and pure love within ourselves. Thank you all for being here. It's a true pleasure to explore the depths of this wisdom, of this energy, and of this moment with you. I do believe and I do feel and I am shown that we are at the precipice of a great transformational process. And that process is fueled through us, the individual. And through us, the individual, the collective will transform. Therefore, you are the key that opens the doors to the evolution of humankind. Thank you for being that. See you all on the other side. Greetings. We are Elohim. This transformation of humanity starts and ends with the individual's transformation. You are therefore and always have been the key to the evolution of consciousness in human form. While it is a collective endeavor, it is expressed in the individualized lives that everyone lives. In these individual lives, every moment that is experienced is and carries a wealth of information, a wealth of potential, a wealth of possibility, and the emergent realizations that come from these moments. Therefore, trillions of moments, trillions of realizations, every minute, every hour are possible. While you may postpone these realizations to be had at a later time, reality will respond consistently and persistently for you to have these realizations one way or another. Experiences and constellations in life will consistently challenge until the challenge is met with open eyes, open hearts, until you're able to feel, to see, to witness, and observe that challenge, until you realize that the challenge is not personal, until you recognize that the challenge is and can always be met with love, until you feel the unconditional nature of love embracing you, until you can embrace with this unconditional love all that has been challenging you. And in this moment of witnessing and meeting the challenge with love, the challenge itself dissolves. It no longer is required to bring forth a dualistic experience to have realization. The realization is provided in this expanded state of observation. What are the moments in life that you allow yourself to witness yourself? What are the moments in life you allow yourself to witness another truly and deeply? And beyond the witnessing, when are the moments where you allow yourself to truly love yourself? To truly receive the love of creation in its purest form from within, until every cell of your body has been fueled with this love, until the frequency of your being exudes pure and unconditional love. When are the moments that you see, witness, and express that unconditional love that moves through you to another? you will recognize that you find love with conditions. In certain states, moments of being, in certain constellations and conditions, you will be able to sense love for yourself and another. And this sense and feeling of love will be overwhelming and beautiful. And as the conditions change, you will sense heartbreak, disconnection, sadness, loss, and grief. You will recognize that this love that was based on conditions is hard to hold on to, as you cannot control the conditions that are consistently changing. Therefore, in this emergent experience of the expansion of your consciousness, of the expansion of this present moment, you touch upon the deeper love, an unconditional and unlimited and unwavering love. A love that is always present for you as you make yourself present for it. A love that touches upon all aspects and all parts of your being. A love that knows no bounds. A love that will penetrate through the walls and the barriers, the resistances you have established. A love that will consume all aspects of your being, including the darkest, the most dualistic, the most suppressed shadows of your existence. And as you allow yourself to be consumed by this unconditional love of creation, as you surrender all aspects of your being, all thoughts, beliefs, perspectives, all attachments, all direction and confirmation of life, to this one moment of true unconditional love, as you become love itself, you recognize that all else was merely a momentary experience, and you may perceive it as an illusion, a a dream to come to realization, a dream to learn to evolve in the many facets, in the many unique expressions of the human form. That every expression, that every experience, that every challenge played an important role for you to come to this moment of true unconditional love. As you recognize that you can truly be unconditionally loved, as you recognize that all aspects of you are equally loved, even the most unlovable aspects of you. You recognize that you can find that love within you for others. Each realization, therefore, is a step towards this embodiment of true unconditional love within. Each realization, therefore, is a step towards the evolution of human consciousness, the ascension of human consciousness as a collective. Experiencing the moments of realization, discovering a deeper sense of peace, discovering a deeper sense of love in the moment is merely one aspect of this evolutionary process. In these fields that are co created with all of you coming together, accessing this unconditional love will be easier. And over time, this pathway to this unconditional love becomes more familiar and easier to reach, even by yourself, even in moments that are not conducive to feeling this unconditional love. Moments of challenge, moments of many conditions, moments of pain, moments of great emotion, moments of great polarity. And you recognize that there are many more steps to be taken as a human being. You recognize these steps to be taken are not to be perceived as a lack or a negative judgment of yourself or the human experience. These steps are to be perceived as opportunities to learn even more, to expand even more, to find even more pathways to this unconditional love within. And all challenges, while they may continue to exist in many variations and forms, you will witness, you will observe with this expanded perspective. You will allow yourself to feel all emotions that there are. If it is sadness, you will feel sadness. If it is anger, you will feel anger. If it is grief, you will feel grief. If it is happiness, you will feel happiness. Your heart will be capable of feeling it all. The emotions will be momentary. They will, once truly felt, transform and return you to a neutral state. Even the emotions are observed as they are felt. You will recognize in the polarizing moments of life, in the polarizing experiences of society and this civilization, touching upon the deeper sense of love will be challenging. Yet, even that challenge itself is a realization waiting to emerge. What are the conditions you have placed on society, on civilization, on the powers that are at work, on the leadership you have chosen to lead you? When did you lose your faith, your trust, your love for the possibility of change, for the possibility of transformation, for the possibility of realizations to come? When did you allow yourself to become stagnant, resistant, closed, biased? And how will you open yourself to a greater transformation, allowing the energy that is stale within you, that is stagnant within this human field, to move? Many of you, as you open the doorways of perception, of emotion, of energy, in the first instances, many will feel pain, emotional, mental, physical, energetic pain. Yet observe that pain as it moves. Observe as this energy transforms. Do not hold on as the pain is emergent. Release any meaning that you apply to this pain and allow the energy to move. And as the energy moves through you, as realizations start to climb into your consciousness, into your heart, into your body, into your being, witness the expansion that is now being filled with this unconditional love. A love that has always been present for you, a love that has been present for all of existence, for all experiences, for all emotions, for all thoughts, for all perspectives, for all ways of living. A love that you now have returned to, a love that you recognize as your home. You are therefore the key to this unconditional love. You are the doorway to open that love through you. While you may seek that love in others, you must first find it within yourself. A love that is so bright that all shadows, all barriers, all obstructions, confusions, all judgments and dualities will vanish in the presence of it. only that unconditional love of existence remains. And you become that vessel of this unconditional love, allowing it to move through you, allowing it to shine through you, trusting that all other aspects of life will fall into place. All other aspects of life will be nourished by this unconditional love, as it has been fueling all aspects of this creation. Your physical body will be fueled by this love, your emotional center, your mental center, your energetic spiritual construct, all of your creations and expressions will be fueled by this love. How can that which is said, that which is created by this unconditional love, not truly be in alignment with the being that you are and that you are becoming? How can these creations not open doors for others, inspire, and bring this unwavering presence into their journeys of evolution? Therefore, the evolution of humanity is in your hands. The evolution of humanity is in your hearts, in your minds, and in your bodies. The evolution of humanity is reliant upon your individualized choice to evolve. And in this true sensing of the unconditional love of creation, you have found a home that has always been yours, a familiar place, a familiar energy, a familiar state of being. Thank you for listening to our words. We will now commence with the adjustments to assist you on this continued journey inward, on this continued journey to being that key to the evolution of consciousness in human form. Thank you for receiving this gift of ours. This transmission is complete. No matter where you are in your journey, where you are in life, no matter which challenges you're facing, know that we are here for you. We as humans, but also we as a spiritual collective, here to support you through that journey to find that deep love within yourself, for your life, and for everyone else as well. And while these transmissions truly are transformative and life changing, a focused period of time, like we have in our upcoming foundations, will certainly change your life like nothing else has. A true shift of being. And that is what we know will be the change that we seek in the world. Thank you all for joining. Blessings to all of you, and see you very soon.
Welcome back, everyone. Take the time to return to your body. Bringing the attention to the breath. Just noticing the way it moves in and out. Bringing your attention to the room or space that you're in. Bringing attention to your physical body. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. We thank you for joining this transmission. We hope you feel inspired to continue the journey with us. Our Foundations course is starting in just a few days on October 8th, next Tuesday. And as Asil alluded to, Foundations is a life-changing spiritual and energetic trading course. It's designed to align your inner self with your external reality. Our intention in this course is to provide anyone who participates with a new energetic foundation for personal transformation, allowing you to step into your power and your highest potential. It's a 2-week course, and we hope to see many of you there online. We'll put the sign-up link in the chat for you now. And if you're still curious but not ready to commit, our next Foundations, our last Foundations informational session with me and the ambassadors will be on Monday, October 7th. So we'll put the links in the chats for you now if you'd like to RSVP to join us for this free event. And then for those of you who are already enrolled, our foundation's liftoff call is tomorrow. For everyone who's already signed up, we're immensely looking forward to this journey with you. But for now, be gentle with yourself in the next couple of hours if you can. If possible, create space to be with yourself, to get the most out of this experience. And if you're required to move into your day or other engagements, try to bring the energy and this mindfulness with you as you interact with the world. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for contributing your time, your beautiful presence, and your love. It was a pleasure being here with you today. Take care, and we'll see you next time.